Have you ever found yourself working with a multinational team and had conference calls or meetings in English where somehow things are getting lost in translation and the communication isn't quite as smooth and fluid as you would like it to be? Well, we have some specific tools that will help people on both sides of that equation. So for the non-native English speaker who's communicating in English, and also for the native English speaker, to really help that multinational communication work more effectively. So firstly, for the non-native speaker, it's really important that you present your idea and you don't aim for some notion of perfection. Having the passion and enthusiasm around your idea and therefore committing to it with energy is so much more important than getting each word or each sound perfect. Secondly, using pauses. And this one may seem obvious, but when we get caught up in an idea, we can just find that it all tumbles out. And actually what's so important is that we're giving people, our listeners, the time to just catch up with us, to stay at the same pace as our communication, so that each idea that we're sharing is delivered and landed before we move on to the next one. Thirdly, preparation. So if you come into the meeting not really knowing what you're going to say and what's important, it's going to be much more challenging to have the impact you want. Whereas actually, as a non-native speaker, if you can be really clear on maybe the 3 key messages you want to get into other people's heads, that power of intention will focus you and help you actually really sound clear and for your message to be very clear. Now on to native English speakers. So for native English speakers speaking with multinational teams, it's really important, first off, that you also use pauses, that you speak in a pace which is manageable for people whose first language isn't English. And that's part of the consideration of really having good communication throughout a team. Secondly, really nice to just check back. Was that clear? Did I express myself? Have I made myself clear? Should I say it in another way? That will just really help, because if people are there not really understanding, they might just be too embarrassed or shy to say. So actually just stating, is that clear, allows for any shame or embarrassment to go to one side and people can say, oh, I didn't really understand, or can you repeat it? And thirdly, which is quite similar to the second tool, but also very important, preempt any misunderstandings or confusion by actually saying something in a different way. So when you've made an important point, if you can rephrase it with slightly different words, essentially transmit your message much easier and get over any bumps in the road of understanding. So there we are, there's some tools for you. I really hope that helps on your multinational communication. We do bespoke courses for corporates which just help on all of these kinds of communication issues. So if you would like to find out more, please do check out our website. Thank you.